in bad shape, and he goes for one last ditch effort to try to take someone down, and he attacks Kodojo.
I'm just pointing and laughing.
14 versus armor class and 6 stunt points. Boom, boom, boom.
Ouch.
So he's going to definitely do another. You've taken a couple lethal blows, haven't you?
2 at least.
That's not too bad. You only take 13 damage, so 13 more, and you're in pretty bad shape now, Kodojo.
That is just like a meat shield. Just stand there and take it.
So, SteelinMartin, you are back up, sir. We're back up towards the top of the list, but not at the very top.
I'm gonna hit that one with an 18 versus AC.
Okay, did you attack the one on Sanford and Son or the one on top? The one up top?
Yeah,
Okay.
the one up top.
All right, roll your damage. And what did you say, Kodojo?
Nothing.
No, what?
No, just did you take my health away?
I didn't. No, I didn't. Nope. No, you're in
Okay.
pretty bad shape, though. You're getting low. You're about 25%.
I'm 16 health.
See, now
A whopping 6 damage.
He shatters. He's been hit before, so...
And when that thing shattered, you don't... Oh no, we still have that one.
Kodojo, you're up now.
I turn and sort of try to charge this last remaining skeleton.
Alright. I think you're supposed to be 10 feet, but go ahead and do a +1 to hit as well on your attack, so... Plus your strength and all that other good stuff. Oh, definitely. And you got 6 stunt points. I know what you're going to do. You're going to pay back.
Lethal blow.
Just grab his spine and just rattle it till it just everything falls apart.
Oh my god. Yeah, this skeleton was in really bad shape anyway, so you actually basically what you do is as you're coming down with your sword, you bash him at the same time with your shield, and he just flies into 1,000 pieces. I mean, actually, bits and pieces of skeleton land on the opposite side of the room. You just totally connect with him. You hit a home run, so he is down as well.
So that thing dies, I fall flat on my back and say, ow.
Alright, so it looks like all of these skeletons are dead.
So I'll walk over to Kodojo and I kind of lean over while he's laying on the ground. That looks like it hurt.
So there's just piles
Okay.
of bones everywhere around here now.
Okay, Dave, roll to 12 for whatever spell I have to do for the healing.
Okay, you need to do a
And-
target number of 10, which you did. And
And
you
now
can
I
do 1,
now I
2,
do-
or 3 mana.
I'm going 3.
Okay, there you go. And that's on Kodojo, so go ahead and do 3d6 plus your mana, plus your magic, sorry. And deduct your mana. So let me, how much mana do you have, Hildgar?
I do believe it says 40 on the character sheet if I'm reading it right.
Yeah, I mean, how many have you used, though? How many mana
Just-
points? You used 3 before, right? And when he blasted the room, so I think you're at 34 now. So there you go. You got a mana bar up there as well, so you'll be able to keep track of your mana.
And that's 19 points of health.
And then you cast Mind Blast as well once, so you actually have 3 less mana, so you have 31 mana. And I believe, Sanford and Son has 34.
Yeah, 34 minus 6.
I just used some mana to heal myself as well.
Okay. All right. So you guys basically have destroyed the room. You notice that there's there's a shattered chest in the corner. You also notice that there is another door behind the barricade, and then you also notice the skeleton seems to be holding what appears to be a scroll or a piece of parchment.
I love it that stealing went to the chest first and AmenIsis went to the skeleton first.
The opposite.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kodojo, I did the same thing. I was like, wow, Kodojo, go dude. You found it too. So, all right. So I guess you're looking at the skeleton there, AmenIsis.
Can the skeleton make any noises or talk or anything like that?
No, he is dead. It looks like the skeleton has several deep gouging wounds in the skull, so it looks like this person had died from probably an axe or a sword to the head. And he's not animated or he's not undead, he's just holding a piece of parchment.
Alright, I'll take that parchment and see what's up with it.
Okay, and which one are you on the actual list of players?
I think I've been moved to I love you.
No, I mean, what is your actual... let's see. I guess it would be... Yeah, it would be Martin, right? No. Because I don't see...
No, that's AmenIsis.
Okay, there it is right there. I was looking for a space, so... Alright. So you find the parchment and go ahead and I've actually... It should have popped up on your screen for you.
To those who survive, as Queen Mora commanded, I led a sortie against the Orlesians who came to kill her and so end the rebellion. But Anastrade
Androst.
Yes, we bloodied him. We bloodied them. When the Chevaliers flanked us, I had to order the retreat to the tower. Here we will make our last stand. Long live Fildren. Sir Victor Greenthorn.
Yep.
So I guess that sucker's dead.
So there you go. I'll show that. I'm sure he probably is going to probably pass it around the entire party. So I'm going to show it. Yep. And basically it says Moria commanded the Fereldans, which was Sir Victor Greenthorn. He was in this tower, and Queen Moria commanded them to fall back and to face the Orlesians. Yes.
Is Anastradia a god?
Androst?
Or deity? Yeah.
Yes, I believe so, yes. Androst is, yeah.
Yeah, that was the fourth one, wasn't it?
That I'm not too sure.
No, that's Endorial.
And then I guess when he was saying when the Chevaliers attacked them, that they retreated back to the tower and then he says, we will make our final stand. Well, we will make our stand. Long live Ferelden! Sir Victor Greenthorn.
Grabbed the skull by its jaw and I said, "You didn't really stand very hard now, did you?"
I tell him to leave the skeleton alone.
Me too.
Yes,
I
those are.
tell him to toss me the skull.
Hey, that's a Ferelden. Probably a Ferelden well, definitely a Ferelden freeman. Probably a noble. So.
Okay.
All right.
I'll
So
see if he's got any gold fillings in his teeth.
he does not.
And I go
Stop
over
molesting
and
the
smack the rogue upside the head.
Roll damage.
So I go over by
Hang on.
Steel and I kind of lean in with him and it's like, did you catch anything out of that chest yet?
There
Dave,
were-
I'd like to check the chest.
Sure. There were 5 healing potions in the chest. So everyone can
I'm
have
gonna
a healing
pass those
potion.
all out.
Okay.
I'm gonna look under the beds.
There's actually nothing. You look and you see if there's any kind of pouches or anything connected to the bottom of the bunks as well, and you see nothing.
I'm standing in front of another chest. Is there anything here?
No, actually, that one is completely empty, tipped over, and just pieces of wood all over the place. The lid is broken off, but yeah, there's nothing in that.
Darn.
Is there anything, any of the weapons of the skeletons that were worth taking?
No, they're actually worse quality than what you guys are using.
I go over to the door and not see, but hear if I can hear anything on the other side.
You do not.
I grab the door handle.
I hide behind the barrier.
I yell to the group, okay, stack up for
Okay, I let go of the door handle. I was just joking, guys. I was just joking.
Nice.
I tell the rogues to check it for trap, and I tell the mages to try and see if they sense any magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna check for traps and stuff.
I'll do a perception seeing.
Well, you can
13.
do a arcane check. Well, that's gonna it's gonna work. You notice that this place is just full of magic. Sanford and Son and Werdd, and also you find no traps on the door, and you also see that this door is unlocked as well. AmenIsis.
Is there anything above us? Because I remember the last room we were in, it was just an 8-foot ceiling with a flat wooden.
Same thing.
All right, looks like we're going up again, guys.
I'm gonna wait until I hear any explosions before going up.
I grab the handle.
Alright, you grab the handle, you pull it open, and nothing happens. It's just another, looks like the path is traveling up in a clockwise
I stand
corridor.
up straight all cocky and I look back and say, I told you guys.
So you all travel up the stairs, and I
Hey,
will...
watch out, that first step's a silver one.
Whoops! Falls down the entire flight. Alright.
At least I didn't blow this tower up. Actually, I did.
Man, where's the laboratory when you need one?
Just pee in the corner.
You go pee in the corner.
Alright, so as you come up from the barracks, you notice that this is another identical 35-foot room.
Okay, before we all go in, I stand in the doorway and I notice those things on the table. I turn to the two rogues and say, do not touch a fucking thing.
Actually, this room is quite interesting.
Way across the way.
There is, you see that there is no visible exit. You also notice that in the center of this room, there is a long mahogany table that runs north to south. On the north wall of the tower, you see a battle axe that has nailed what appears to be another scroll onto the wall. You also notice that there are 4 steel crowns on the table, each on the top of a red velvet pillow. You also notice that there are 8 statues, all similar, of a female.
In spite of him telling me not to touch anything, I touch each individual thing.
And there are 4 statues on the north end of the table. There are 4 statues on the south end of the table. And it appears to be the same woman depicting all 8 statues.
I touched the boobies of one of the statues.
And I smack them both upside the head.
Alright, I want to look around and see if, there's anything wrong or bad, or if I pick one of these things up or one of these crowns up, if something bad's going to happen.
Hey,
I take a look at the note before he does that.
hey,
Yeah,
bro,
you-
why don't you take a look along the wall to make sure there's no vents that blow up fire like last time?
Alright, so you pick up one of the statues, nothing happens.
I'm hiding behind the door we came
Dave.
through.
One at a time, guys. One at a time. As you pick up the statue, you do notice that it does say Queen Moria on the statue. And under that statue, on the same plate, it says Beauteous on that statue.
Guys, this girl can't spell.
Okay, Kodojo, as you go to the north wall, you see that there is a battle axe that has driven, basically holding another scroll to the wall. I'm going to go ahead and assign that to you first, and then you can read it to everyone. Okay, there you go, Kodojo. You should be able to see it now.
Okay. To those who survive, the fury of our sortie infuriated the Orlesians. They are not used to those who stand and fight. From what we've seen from on high, the Orlesian army remains in the valley. They must believe that the Queen Moria is still here. I hope this means she made good her escape. The flames of rebellion must burn until we are free. For Fereldian, Sir Victor Greenthorn.
Alright, so there you guys go. I'm showing all of you now. You should all be able to see it. And basically this is just another, sort of like what it appears, it is from Sir Victor Greenthorn again. And like Kodojo had said, it seems like the Orlesians, as they've attacked, they did not expect to have this kind of a stand that the Fereldans had given them. And you all know that, 40 to 50 years prior, because you're all Grey Wardens, so you would know this. This would be common knowledge in your studies as becoming a Grey Warden. You know that 50 years ago, well, a little bit, probably 40, 50 years ago, Ferelden was under control of Orlais. And the Orlesians were in Ferelden, and the Fereldans, led by Queen Moria, which her nickname was called the Rebel Queen. Well, Moria wanted Ferelden back for the Fereldans, so she led an incursion and gathered the armies to try to push the Orlesians back into Orlais. Well, the Orlesians didn't really have that big of a fight taking over Ferelden, but now they're being pushed back by the Fereldans. But now the Orlesians had taken they were starting to push back and move the offensive back down into Ferelden, and they were trying to get Moria. So, this seems like maybe this might have been the spot that you've known in your studies that Moria had been hiding, possibly. So, but you guys do know that Moria had led the incursion, but you also know that Moria was betrayed by her own people and she was killed. Then her son, which was King Merrick, he was the one who actually ended the assault and got Ferelden their freedom. And then Orlais, the Orlesians went back up into Orlais, and it's been peaceful ever since. And now you know that Caitlin is actually, the child of King Merrick. So
The barmaid?
yeah. No, she was. I think she was Callie. Yeah, she was Callie.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. There's another note from Sir Victor Greenthorn. So you have four crowns on velvet pillows in front of you, 4 statues of Queen Moria on the north end of the table, and 4 statues of Queen Moria on the southern end of the table.
Do the statues look like
Crip, don't say anything.
Value?
I know you won't. They're just a marble type of statue.
Can I tell if the statues or crowns are magical?
Well, when you did an arcane check, you notice that this whole place is just full of magic.
Dave, can I do a cultural lore check on the crowns? See if they're maybe super special.
And I want to do one too.
Well, you do notice when you pick up the crown to inspect it, you do notice that all of the crowns say that... Oh, shit. Hold on one second.
All the crowns say, oh shit.
They do say that, yes.
Okay, that means that there is a pressure plate on the floor somewhere.
Foreshadowing.
Quick, someone do a perception
Yes.
check.
I don't know. I just had a brain fart here. I'm sorry about this, guys. On all 4 of the statues, the words are inscribed, "The Good Monarch." The Good Monarch.
So what we have here
The Good
is
Monarch.
8 identical statues and 4 identical crowns.
hmm
The statues say beauteous and the crowns say the good monarch.
One of the statues says beauteous, the one that AmenIsis had picked up.
Okay.
I would
I
like
start-
to. No, sorry. Go ahead.
I start picking up the 4 northern statues up and start looking on the bottom or wherever the words might have been on the previous one.
Okay. You notice that they all do say Moria, the rebel queen, and you do see that there is the inscriptions beauteous, compassionate, glorious, and mighty. Those are on the 4 northern statues.
Okay, we have 8 statues separated in 2 sections and 4 crowns. Obviously, they're here for a reason. I want to pick up one of the crowns and touch it to one of the statues.
Nothing happens.
Start looking at the southern statues, guys.
I'm gonna look at the southern statues.
Okay. Those also say Moria, the rebel queen. However, these have inscriptions below that as well. And these inscriptions reveal righteous, steadfast, whimsical, and wise.
Alright, do we know of any lore? I'm just going to ask the group. Do we know of any sort of lore that would have all these words in it? Some sort of a crest or a creed or a oath that has all of these words to it? Would we know any of that?
Well, on the crowns, it does say, on each crown, it does say, the Good Monarch.
Okay. I want to move the one from the southern statue that says whimsical up to the north, and the northern statue that says compassionate, and move it to the south.
As you, as you switch the statues around, nothing happens.
And then I want to take the crown and put them on the compassion. What were the?
Okay, you have. I'll give you all of the inscriptions again. There is beauteous, compassionate, glorious, mighty, righteous, steadfast, whimsical, and wise.
I'll put a crown on compassionate, wise, and
Beauteous.
Nope.
no. What was the second from last?
Guys, put the crowns on
Whimsical.
what you would think would make a good monarch.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to remember the names of them.
Compassionate would be one.
Compassionate.
Steadfast should be one.
That was it.
Whimsical.
No, wise would
What's a
be
leader without a sense of humor?
me.
The Good Monarch is on all 4 of the crowns.
Is there anything different in each of the crowns? Is there something that denotes them as being different but yet same?
They are identical.
Righteous, but the last crown on righteous.
Okay, so what 4 crowns on what 4 statues?
The 4
the
crowns
good-
are the same, right?
Yes.
So that wouldn't matter which
So you-
crown goes on the statues. It's just which statues we put the crowns on. Or, yeah,
Yeah, so we
or
put
maybe
a
put the
crown.
statue on the crown.
That's not
So
going to fit very
I
well.
heard that you put one on righteous, correct?
Correct. One on righteous, one on compassionate,
Okay.
another on wise, and
Okay.
another on steadfast.
Those 4? You feel
Correct.
some rumbling. The tower starts to rumble. Dust comes from from up above you on the ceiling, and to the west, a door opens.
I yell, I swear to God, I didn't touch anything.
Well, a door appears.
I did that.
Yes, so as you put the crowns on compassionate, righteous, steadfast, and wise, the door appears on the west wall.
I grabbed the handle. I want to check the door.
Nothing happens. You check it, looks safe, looks like an ordinary door.
I'll go ahead and try it first this time.
The handle.
All right, you open it up, and it's another stairwell that is ascending up into the tower.
And
We're on
go up?
what, 3rd floor? So we're going to a 4th one?
No. We're on the 4th floor. We're going up to a 5th floor, if I'm correct.
Correct.
Sweet. Okay, I go up.
All right. As you slowly enter this room, you open the door, you peek in, you see what appears to be a library type of room. And the first thing you do notice, directly across from you, over 2 shelves that are about 4 foot tall, you see that there is another door directly on the eastern wall of this room. You can tell that this room is obviously a library of some sort. There are shelves that line the walls, and there are 2 freestanding shelves, about 3 to 4 foot tall apiece. They run north to south, and they are in the center of the room. By the south wall, there is a desk with scrolls, ink, and quills. And you notice another large scroll on the desk, SteelinMartin, that does have some writing. And
I guess I'll pick it up then.
all right. So I will assign this to you, and you can read it to the party. All right. So you should have this handout.
It says, if any survive, we have killed so many of these Orlesian swine that I expect no mercy when the final assault comes. I have done my duty for the Terelden. I hope my children can live in freedom. Understay, bless Queen Moria, all for freedom, Sir Victor Greenthorn.
All right. I'll go ahead and I'll assign it to everyone as he passes it around. Yeah, it seems like
We're gonna have to fight this guy.
old Sir Victor. It seems like Sir Victor's really, and his men have really done a job on the Orlesian Chevaliers. It seems like they've really fended them off for some time now, and it seems like they're fixing to lay one final assault against the tower. And you also know that Queen Moria has escaped, but the Chevaliers and also the Orlesians attacking they think that Moria is here in the tower. And then he says, all for Ferelden, Sir Victor Greenthorn.
I would like to inspect this door across the room.
All right, you inspect the door, and you can give me a roll for traps and stuff like that, if you'd like to. Oh yeah, you nailed it. You know that this door is just a normal door. There's no traps. There's no needles coming out of pinholes. There's no type of magical runes on it. It's just a normal door, unlocked.
I love it how DMs aren't booby trapping doors anymore.
I'm checking his bookcase. Is there anything interesting in?
Well, the books and the scrolls on these shelves, they seem to be log books. And as you do thumb through the pages, these the pages are not dated, but it shows like it's the records of people coming and going throughout the town of Greenthorn. And it seems like there's a lot of people that are actually marked as